Free balling.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
With a nasty temperament. Ice, well, his watch is working as well as ours. No, there it is. How about it?
Got your attention?
What is the biggest ick?
People like wrestling.
You can suck my fucking dick.
We're back after 2 weeks away. It's Thursday night, Sweet Chin Music. Episode 14, we've got Comic Viking, Izzyverse NYC, and the Rick James Willie. And just real quick, we know Biggie Shaq's not here tonight, and everybody, thoughts and prayers with Biggie and his family right now.
Love you, Biggie.
Love you, Biggie.
I love you, big man.
And leave them some kind words. And yeah, we're all thinking about you, Big. So, guys, let's talk some wrestling.
Hulk Hogan.
Been gone for 2 weeks, so we missed the week where I could have talked about my Chiefs turning heel on Raw.
That didn't work.
Yeah. Why was Patrick Mahomes
didn't work
heel?
at all.
I don't know. I like Buddy's forehead imprint. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, how do you
there.
miss JD's head, man? That thing's a moon. Can't miss that.
Land a plane on that thing.
Hell yeah, you could. JD McFunko Pop, old Corny calls him.
McFunko Pop.
Yeah, actually, this week on Monday Night Raw, Michael Cole called him the human Funko Pop.
Yo, Michael Cole, ever since McMahon has left, Michael Cole has just
He's gotten better.
It. He's just switched
better.
it, man. He's like, I don't care. I'm going to say whatever the hell I want to say.
Go for it, man.
And
He's the best he's ever been for me. I've never cared for him.
Yeah, he's definitely the best ever that he has been. Yeah.
He's having so much fun.
Did everybody watch Raw Monday?
Yes. I saw most of it. Did I see the whole thing? I can't even remember.
We got the beginning of King of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So first round of that, first round of Queen of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the only match where I was like actually looking at it, most of it, would have been Ricochet Ilya Dragunov was a good match. I mean, you knew Ricochet was going to put him over, but good match.
Do you think that was a good move?
Yeah,
to take Ricochet because Ricochet needs to win lately. He's the new Speed champion, but really,
he's the new Dolph Ziggler. Like, if he's the guy that puts guys over.
Yeah, I think it would have been a different. I think it needed to be someone else then. I don't think Ricochet needed to be there. I think he needs to actual win.
Does the winner of the King of the Ring tournament get any kind of title shot or anything, or just the title?
So there've been rumors flowing that, and this is just rumors right now, that the King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring will get SummerSlam, which would make sense if they did that. But that's right now is just a rumor.
So with not Ricochet, you know who but during Ricochet's match before that, you saw Braun Strowman had that backstage little piece around Ricochet where he was like, I'm here to support my buddy. Like, Braun seems a lot more confident on camera this time around. Has anybody else noticed that? He's forming cogent sentences. He's not just saying, get these hands. Like,
well, he's human.
He was limited before as well, right?
He's human.
Yeah, he's probably limited before. Like, they made him not. They wanted him to be a big.
I'm slowly enjoying him. Him and Michael Cole have been delightful surprises.
Is there any more Uncle Howdy?
There was one.
teasers. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one. It was it happened. So there was a segment with Drew. He was talking to the GM. What's the GM's name? I can't remember it. He was talking to him, and he left. He had a car. He left.
Aldis.
No, it wasn't Aldis. It was the other one, the Raw GM.
Pierce.
Yes, Adam Pierce. He's talking to Adam Pierce, and he ends up, because he's pissed off that he was removed from the King of the Ring, all that crap, because he's injured. So the minute he left, he got into his car and left, there was a QR code that showed up.
Flash, yeah.
Yeah, Flash. You couldn't miss it. It was too obvious. And that's when CM Punk drove in, which...
Right away.
Dude,
yeah, that was like...
over. That crowd
but
was
you know what?
him.
But that feud, I like what they're doing with it because they're making you want it.
Yeah.
Because neither one of them could do anything right now, right? So they're doing things to make you want to get to that point that you can't wait to see these two lay hands on each other.
They're making that a huge match.
Yeah, it's going to be a SummerSlam match, I bet.
I hope. Yeah. I can't wait. And I'm not sick of all the talking they're doing yet. Like,
because it's real.
It's just been good booking on this.
It's actually real. They're actually expressing real emotions, which makes it really good. Like every good story, it's like there's a side of reality to it that they're both doing. I'm a little sad that they didn't try to go for the Summer of Drew thing, which would have been cool, because of the whole contract thing with Drew McIntyre. His contract was going to be up. They could have pulled the Summer of Drew thing.
Of Punk.
Well, no, now they're doing the other one. What's her name? The Liv Morgan thing that's going on.
Instead. The Revenge
Tour.
Yeah.
You can only have one gimmick like that going on at a time, otherwise it's
but the Summer of Punk. What was interesting about the Summer of Punk was the fact that his contract expired in storyline, and Drew's contract was set to expire. Everybody knew about it, but they went out on social saying he resigned. They should have just kept it quiet and not say anything, and just let him leave with a title. And then have really do the Summer of Drew with him as a champion for at least 2 or 3 months. So, just so he could do the same bit. So that would have been funny. That would have been a nice little callback.
Yeah, so maybe, I know we always do our Around the Horn. We don't really have an agenda tonight. It's more just to hang out. We're just going to talk a little bit. I was just proud enough that I watched both shows before this show. So
did you guys catch the Liv Morgan picture?
I did not.
No.
Where she's all black and wearing purple. And
where was that at on the show?
Try to find it. There's a little bandana in her pocket. You'll be able to see it, and you'll be able to recognize whose bandana that is.
Okay.
Maybe nothing. Little Dom.
Oh.
Well, you guys didn't catch the interview like last week where Jay was getting.
I skip a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, so Jay's getting interviewed, and like behind them, you can see Liv Morgan leave a dressing room, right? Mm-hmm. And then like less than 30 seconds later, Dom comes out of the dressing room.
Oh, so they're trying to pull the Rhea Ripley. She's stealing Rhea's man.
Yeah, dude.
Even though Rhea Ripley and Dominic, we all know, got married to different people.
Yeah.
yeah, but we understand that it's a story, and we're good with it.
But even now, I think the story doesn't have that much weight because it's so public knowledge that they're both in other relationships. You kind of don't, Dom just got married. I think she's engaged to be married, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right. Like back in the day, yeah, but today it doesn't feel right. Like if they kept it quiet, it would have been cooler. But Yeah, well,
nothing's kayfabe anymore, right? Really?
Yeah, nothing's kayfabe. But even But even within the wrestling world, there's a sense of disbelief that you're willing to take, and you can't. That's one of those situations where you can't do it.
I take it for what it is, man. It's entertaining to me.
Yeah, I think it's funny as hell because I think what made their relationship cool was the fact that it was more built off of a crush. Like it was very obvious.
100% like Latino heat and
but more like a crush than an actual relationship. Like, he's just gaga for her, and she's like, she knows it. So, you know what I mean? And she's not doing anything about it.
So she drags him along.
Yeah. One of those stories that we I don't know what it's like to be that way, but, usually they're like that towards me.
Okay.
They're trying, and I don't give. So it was more like she doesn't give him the time of day, but she takes full advantage of him. That's what that story came across as, which I thought was a cool thing.
His Padawan apprentice or her Padawan apprentice?
Not even, more like love slave or some crap like that.
How long till Priest goes babyface?
Next pay-per-view.
You think so? It'll be King of the Ring?
He's not. Is he involved in the King of the Ring?
Or do you think maybe they'll wait till like SummerSlam? Will that be the big?
I don't think they'll wait.
I don't know, but he's definitely going to turn his back on Judgment Day.
Well, yeah. And then what will become of those guys?
So Balor's one of those
AEW.
guys.
That's what will become of those guys.
Well, Balor just re-signed, so yeah. But Balor's the one guy that I'm a little concerned about because there was a time he was super hot, and now he's just like this secondary kind of guy.
Remember I said before CM Punk is gonna take over that
the Demon
that lead role.
Yeah, I think the Demon's gonna be a big deal. I would have it that Damian turns on them and he stays heel while they go face in some way.
Nah,
but they're
gonna get Priest to be a good guy. He's saving baby faces from beatdowns. No way.
I don't think his title reign is gonna be that good though.
Well, no.
It doesn't feel strong. Now, it's slightly better than Swerve's, but
well, we'll get to AEW.
Yeah, I'm just saying
better than Drew McIntyre
for that right now.
If Drew would have had the title, he would have had a great reign. I think it would have been a phenomenal reign. No pun intended to someone else.
I'm just over his gimmick.
What, Drew's gimmick?
Yeah, coming in with the sword and the kilt. And
I think the sword's over.
That's like 3 years old.
Yeah,
past expiry date.
Yeah, the sword gimmick's done. I think he's more of the troll now.
He doesn't come in with the sword anymore, does he?
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
They gave him a sword at his contract signing, though, right?
Yeah, they did.
And had it presented to him.
Triple H.
Then old Wayne, there's another guy we can talk about. He's getting some bad press lately.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody believe that he's a bad coworker on set?
Yes.
Who?
100%.
Yeah, I do. I
believe I wouldn't say that he's bad. I believe that his time is probably really far stretched for the amount of hours he has in a day.
Well, and you figure he's got to spend at least 3 hours in the gym every day to stay that size.
Well, or more sometimes, right?
Or more, yeah.
So,
and that's what they said. Like when they were waiting for him on set, he was like doing a 3-hour gym sesh. Yeah. One thing I'll say about Mr. The Rock. If you've got an assistant whose job it is to throw out your pee bottles, you better be paying them real good.
I'm sure.
Also, think about what they would be getting paid.
You can contact Alan at Comic Viking.
That's what I said. I was like,
if you need a piss boy.
Oh, lemonade.
Alan just told me to F off in his head.
No, I did. I know. I said it out loud.
You said it out loud. So, I just think he's just being kayfabe in real life.
No,
He's just
No, I
he's
think-
the final. He's the final boss in
I
real
think he's
life.
been a shit. I think he's been a shit most of his on top career.
I hear that he's a really cool guy. He just has a lateness problem.
As long as the camera's on him, and then he'll give you a truck and watch and like film your tears.
Well, I think the biggest thing that can be said about The Rock is if you just go talk to his family in Hawaii that he hasn't spoken to in over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them about his personality
and see if they want to throw out this bottle of piss.
Yeah.
And I like that he only pees in Voss water bottles. Like, how
It needs to be big enough.
How expensive of a scumbag do you gotta be to only pee into Voss? Like, that's bougie. That's like bougie and carny at the same time.
Pinkies up.
Yeah.
Well, you also heard the news that he wants to play Apocalypse. Have you heard that one?
Oh my
Foxy
god!
Lips? Yeah, I heard about that.
He wants to play Apocalypse. I don't think that's happening.
If he doesn't get it, will he be really pissed?
Oh man.
Here, hold this bottle for me.
He ain't going. I'm almost certain he will not be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No fucking way.
I'm just gonna go around the horn real quick. What is your price to be somebody's piss bottle thrower outer? Like, how much you got to make a year?
Depends on the person that you're carrying.
So it's also
we'll say The Rock for argument's sake.
Okay, are there benefits? Is there a 401k plan?
If you know who was his original piss boy,
is it
yes,
seasonal?
there were benefits that
Is
producer
it movie
got.
to movie or like?
Do I wear gloves? Can I wear gloves?
I'm sure you can.
Oh, you're wearing
I don't think
gloves,
Wayne
bro.
cares.
Oh,
You're wearing a full-out suit.
So,
A full-out
Alan,
suit?
give me a number.
No. Fuck you.
No,
There ain't no.
won't do it.
No.
Won't do it.
No, actually, I would do it. I
have
do
to
it
say,
for
and
one
then
bottle. I'd do it for one bottle. Then I'd open the thing and pour it on his ass, and then go away.
Run like hell.
Nobody can pay you any amount of money to throw this out. Okay? Just a note to self, I'm
You
never
just wait
going
for
on
it
a
to
road
hand
trip
it
with
to you,
Alan.
and then you like put the straw in
He's
it.
not
You're
a
like,
good friend.
Whoa. No. Road trip is different. Road trip is different.
oh,
Road trip is
goodness.
different.
what about hunting?
Okay.
I thought you do that when you're hunting.
Izzy, what's your price? How much you got to make?
How much you gotta
Everybody's
make?
Got a price for the $1 million Rockola.
So for The Rock,
For The Rock.
For The Rock.
What do you want? Benny's?
you gotta
Triple?
have a 401k plan. There needs to be stock options, right? Got to throw in the stock options. Definitely set for life. I need a 20-year contract, and I need to be able to work in other places.
No, dude, I ain't selling my fucking.
He's fucking stealing the
out
bottles
like
of
that.
piss.
No,
He's
that's-
online selling them by the liter.
I know.
Bleeker will do it for $250 a year.
It's still warm.
200. So he will do
I'm
it.
sure
for
he
two-
means 250 grand, but I like
No. I think he's actually saying 250, like $2.50 a year.
No, there's no decimal point. It's
Okay.
like
3 zeros, I'd assume.
Okay, so
Quarter
it's
mil?
gonna be for $250 a year.
Legitimately, though, did you see who was like his original piss bottle guy? It's
No, I didn't
his
even look into it.
ex-wife's brother, who now is the head of $7 Entertainment and was executive producer on Black Adam, executive producer on the
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Fast movies, and the Hobbs and whatever movie.
Moved on up like George and Wheezy with the piss.
Yeah.
bottle.
So he started off as a piss bottle, and he went up to
Oh, wow.
Black
Now
Adam
we know.
No,
now
my
we know why
favorite
those
is, like-
movies sucked. Is because
But
your
at the
executive
same
producer
time,
was a piss
What
boy.
you're saying here is that there's no glass ceiling for The Rock. That means, he's like Louis Anderson in Coming to America. It's like, today I get the piss bottle. Tomorrow they move me to fries. Pretty
Yeah.
soon.
Oh, geez.
So I would have
Be
my
assistant
contract
manager.
would be pretty simple. I would actually undercut Bleak. I'd probably do it for 200K. But but $350 if the motherfucker eats asparagus.
You know there's asparagus in that diet.
If he eats asparagus, then we're bumping it up.
Okay, Pop's turn. It's Pop's turn. What does Pop have to say?
I'll piss in bottles all day for The Rock to pay me in WWE VIP tickets for live events. I am one cheap motherfucker.
I'm glad this is what happens to the show when Biggie's not here.
You guys
went off the rails and talking about The Rock.
Yo, Pop don't care. He's like, yeah, sure, just give me tickets.
Willie, what'd you say? How much did you say?
Me? I didn't say anything. I would tell y'all said because I wouldn't do that shit.
I wouldn't do it at all.
No fucking way.
Bro. Huh? No.
You don't know until the time comes.
Bullshit. Try me.
I honestly, if it was over 300 US, and then and then like I got paid medical dental, sure, but
you gotta need medical after that.
I honestly, being The Rock's assistant probably pays pretty well. I gotta imagine for the amount of money.
Yeah, look, it depends. Like, are you just doing his piss and like?
No, I'm sure not. I'm sure you're.
How often does this guy piss? Like,
so you might just do his piss. You might have to take out a stool every so often.
One of the other interesting things I thought in all those allegations, they were showing that he was like taking advantage of production companies that were making movies with him in it and having them film stuff for his other stuff. Like, so if he needed to do a promo spot for the XFL or whatever, his football project that failed terribly, so if he was on the set of, say, like, what was the movie they kept talking about? The one with Ryan Reynolds, the Red Notice. So he would film it while he was there on their set with their cameras, and then have their production crew edit it and everything and send it over to me. So he's using the resources of other company. What a chintzy, like that feels like a McMahon move or something. Like, I feel like he learned from wrestling.
Let's just say he was really close with McMahon.
He's gonna get word of this and shut it all down.
Yeah, no, we're getting knocked off the YouTube.
Like,
the interesting thing about him now is that I think his movie career is starting to dwindle downward on a downward spiral. Obviously, with this information, that's why we're going to see more of him in wrestling. So we're going to see more of him in wrestling.
He's already filming a movie. Who the hell is he filming a movie?
He's filming an A24 movie. So that's a low budget movie.
He's filming some movie about a UFC legend.
Moana 2 as well.
He's doing Moana 2. He's doing the A24 movie. That's what he's currently doing right now. A24.
Is that A24 movie? Is that about the MMA fighter?
Yeah, one of the first UFC.
So that doesn't pay a lot.
Okay,
that doesn't pay a lot.
They got The Rock in it, so it pays enough to cover an assistant.
He's probably the highest. He's gonna probably be the highest paid everything in that movie. So whatever cost he's in the spreadsheet, his name's on top. That's how an A24 movie is.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So like he'll be above special effects costs and things like that. So
unless he took he didn't take any payment and he's taken mostly in like film rights.
He might have producer rights. Because that's usually what they do.
He's producer on everything he's in.
So, but with A24, I think the goal here is to kind of like prove himself as a true actor. You know what I mean? He's a Hollywood superstar. That's correct. But being an actor, you know what I mean? Don't let this work.
Yeah, he's as nice as can be when the cameras are on.
So that's what you got to always have on.
And when they're off, hey, hold this piss bottle for me.
Just sit back and
What's up,
enjoy the
Marcus?
ride. Remember that The Rock is putting you guys on? Remember?
Yeah,
listens.
whatever.
That's the problem.
It doesn't matter who you are.
From one disappointment to another, let's talk about AEW.
Tough circumstances.
What's up, Marcus? AEW.
I'm just gonna sit here quietly.
Yeah, well, Double or Nothing, they just announced the main event. Well, I don't know if it's the main event, but it probably will at least be the co-main event.
Yeah, it's a
Stadium
double main event.
Stampede. We've got the Elite.
Anarchy. It's anarchy in the arena.
Yeah. Okada. We have Okada, the Young Bucks, and Jack Perry versus Team AEW of Eddie Kingston, Brian Danielson, and FTR. And none of those guys on Team AEW have won their last match.
Yeah, but they tend to do that till the pay-per-view sometimes, and then they win.
No, they all lost at the last pay-per-view too.
So,
every one of them's on a losing streak.
The real question is, for me, is who's going to go over in that match?
The Elite are winning.
100% the Elite would win.
Right?
Yeah, they're not going to drop to these J-Bros.
Okay, so the match is being booked for them to win. Now, my next question is, are they setting up for a potential Kenny Omega return? And where does Cowboy fit in? Adam, what's his name? Adam
Cowboy Adam Page. He's not been around
Page
lately.
Yeah, so if anybody should have showed up in that match, it should have been Adam Page.
Yeah. I don't know where Sensitive Cowboy is. I don't know where MJF is. MJF back.
And last I saw, wasn't that match a 5-person match? Like a 10-man match? Because I know the first one was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, the Elite versus Jericho's the Inner Circle was great. I loved that match because it was funny and good.
Yeah, that was actually an entertaining pay-per-view match.
When he shows up with the horse,
that whole spot with the golf cart,
and he hit Sammy hard. So Sammy, and he took it twice.
Yeah,
Jericho with the cone in his head, and he's laughing like a witch. That was good stuff. That was good television. And even the one that followed them, the one that afterwards, where Adam Page is sitting with I forgot who he's sitting with, and they're just having a drink, and then they started fighting against each other. Meanwhile, Santana Ortiz are fighting. They're fighting the. I know Matt Hardy was involved, and they're just putting Matt Hardy's head in the water. And Max Hardy's like doing just the sides in the water. Meanwhile, Ortiz can't swim. That was funny. But this match does not. This match does not have anything that's remotely feels like they have a reason to fight the Elite, which I think is the bigger problem. I think FTR being in the match is okay, but I don't see what Eddie Kingston or Brian Danielson have to do with this match. Like, what's their point to be in the match? Because this is supposed to be a blood match. And there's no real reason for them to be in the match other than, hey, you asked us to be in the match. That's why I say Adam Page would have made more sense to give him a call and say, hey, Adam, can you come do this match with us?
Nothing on that show makes sense. None of this is on purpose. None of it is done well. It's all the shits anymore. Like, I keep seeing the ratings go down for this show. And I know, like, Dr. Von Hoot and the other people I talk to that are pro AEW, and even you at one point, Izzy, have said,
I still love AEW.
We're waiting on the rights fees. We're waiting on the rights. How are you going to get a better deal than you had, losing the amount of eyeballs that they've lost, both in the buildings they work in and on the TVs they appear on. Did you see DAZN dropped him internationally? So they had an international distribution with DAZN.
Yeah.
And DAZN had an option to get out, and they did. And they cited that the performance wasn't like, we're not getting the numbers we wanted.
Mm-hmm. Cody leaving was like the worst thing that could happen to them. Because it started to trickle. Cody started the trickle effect.
Yeah. Well, that
I would say Cody
I would say more it was a symptom. Like, we knew something was wrong. You know, why is Cody leaving?
Mm-hmm. Especially when he really didn't want to leave. The truth is, he didn't want to leave.
Right.
Because he was
the answer, friend.
He opened.
The answer. Wait. The answer, they say, is in the NDA. The answer is in the NDA.
So, I watch quite frequently Eric Bischoff, and Eric Bischoff hates. You could tell he hates AEW. You know, he tries.
We got Pop.
Oh, we got Pop. We got Pop. Go for it, Pop. Okay.
Go for it, Izzy.
All right. So, Eric Bischoff says things that clearly state that he doesn't like Tony. Because him and Tony, I don't know, they had a fallout of some kind. And a lot of the things he's saying, it reigns true. Like, when they showed the videotape, what was the purpose behind the videotape? Was to get some kind of pop out of Perry, right? So they got it. They had that transition. Then they had them beating up Tony. It was good for the week. After the week was up, it has no meaning anymore.
He's such a shitty actor, though, bro. He's like Vince.
Yeah, but even so, you know, you got to give him.
Linda did a better job selling than he did.
He's smiling, wearing a neck collar.
Mae Young, remember Mae Young, 95 years old, getting power bombed, and she with a neck collar on. She did a better job than Tony Khan. And then he looks all dumb at the. If you go back and watch the NFL conference, he's wearing the neck fucking brace sideways.
Yep.
Sideways.
Yeah, he wore it sideways.
Sell it. Yeah.
I want to know who told him to sell it. You know, he had to have somebody tell him.
Because he's having the time of his life. This is what he always wanted to do.
They're coming
wanted
here
to play
Saturday,
wrestling.
And it's for like fifth. The other day I looked, it was fifth row on the floor. You could sell tickets for $106.
So check this out. They are struggling to get people to buy tickets to Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door is your cross-promotional pay-per-view, and they're including Stardom and CMLL into it, right? Which I don't think is that big of a deal because New Japan's the bigger deal, right? 100%. But you're putting all these companies together, Super Brawl, if you remember, and you can't sell it out. That should sell out in a heartbeat. In fact, that was originally supposed to go to Arthur Ashe Stadium, but for some reason or another, they pulled out. And they know
they can't sell Arthur Ashe.
They probably could. Yeah,
could they pack the Nassau at this point?
Well, they're in UBS, which is a really small venue.
Yeah, they need to be in small venues.
You know.
And I'll say this, Izzy, their pay-per-views run about $50. Double or Nothing is their next one. I would never pay $50 for this lineup for Double or Nothing. I would rather pay $50 to have Cali Comics read me Penance Comics.
I got mystery. I got some mystery boxes. So if you want to buy mystery boxes for $50,
is Penance in them?
I won't.
Is there a chance I'll get a Penance book? Because I'm already getting those for free from Cali.
But
unsolicited.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited Penance sounds like an indie band.
It really does. There you go. You got something there. It's okay, Biggie. It's all right, man.
Oh, Biggie, beginning of the show, we already shouted you out. We understand completely. Thoughts and prayers, man.
Much love, Biggie.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. So, I'll still support AEW because I like having the competition. But man, they need to turn around.
I'll watch their cable show. That's it. I watch Dynamite. I record Collision and
I never watch Collision.
I never watch them though.
I have not watched Collision since it started.
What's up, Anthony Blaze?
But that's how I am.
Collision's a good name for it.
That's how I am with those secondary shows. It's like I can't watch too much wrestling. I love wrestling, but I can't watch too much of it because it becomes diluted for me. And
I'm going to an indie show tomorrow night with Circumstances. What time is that at? My God.
Yeah.
Probably just gonna have to go right after work.
Mm-hmm. So like SmackDown, I don't always get to watch SmackDown, but I usually always watch Raw. And the same thing with Collision. I watch Dynamite, but I don't watch Collision. I definitely don't watch Rampage. It was better when they were actually, I think they were thinking about what they were doing. And if they want to stick to the wrestling, then stick to the wrestling. You know what I mean? I think that's their strength. Their strength is actual pure wrestling. Where trying to do these outdated storylines is not working for them. You know what I mean? They got Toni Storm walking around like she's from the 40s or 30s, 50s, 60s or something. I don't know what time period she thinks she's in.
Yeah.
You
and
got
the
that going
cameramen on it. It doesn't make sense.
You got Mercedes Moné that's doing the worst acting I've seen.
Is that COO or CEO chant piped in?
Yeah, it's piped in.
My God.
It's part of the song. Yeah,
Now I know Alan doesn't have any thoughts on this. James, any thoughts on AEW?
To be honest with you, I've just seen what happened with the Swerve Strickland stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only thing that I seen from last night. Yeah, I think it was last night.
What did you think of how they're treating Swerve right now as their champion?
I don't know.
Does it make booking sense to you?
Yes, because you're trying to make him look strong, right?
How is it making him look strong? Getting him beat up twice in a show.
I don't know. I think it does make him look strong because he's still coming back. He doesn't care that there's 4 dudes, 3 dudes, 7 dudes.
Breaking up with the Embassy, I think it's fine because it's clear that he's a baby face. But I think the problem, and this is what I was saying earlier, is that why is he the secondary? He's second to the Elite and their story. He should be the focal point.
Well, I don't get how they're going about that anyway, because who of the Elite is Jack Perry's going to go after that title?
Sure. Yeah. Why not? I'm not saying that it's the right move. I'm just saying he needs to be involved. He's just a side character right now, and he's your world champion. Edge has more time than he does, and he's the TBS champion.
Okay, it's around. From what I've seen, he's been taking a beating the last couple of weeks, but I think it's just to make him look strong in the end. Because
I hope that's what I mean. I don't know. None of it seems to make classic booking sense.
Yeah. And Double or Nothing to them is it's in the same level as WrestleMania or SummerSlam. It's funny with AEW because sometimes they refer to Double or Nothing as their Mania, Sometimes they do that when everybody knows it's really all in.
Yeah.
But it was their first official pay-per-view under the banner of AEW.
As AEW.
Right? So it's their first true pay-per-view event. And I love Christian, and you know what? I think that match is going to be fun because I think Christian is one hell of a heel. I don't think he's the heel for that pay-per-view. He's a heel for like a secondary pay-per-view.
Here is my biggest problem about the Christian promos the last few weeks with Swerve. 2 weeks ago, they beat up Swerve, leave him in the center of the ring. And then they cut the longest damn promo ever, making Swerve just lay on the ground like he's been murdered finisher. To the point where, what's his face, Luchasaurus, Kill Switch, put a foot on him and stood on him and stuff and made it look like he had him pinned. And then they did that gimmick where they ripped a piece of his hair out, one of his braids.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Gimmicked already, whatever. Hey, you can do all that, but can you do it a little quicker? I hate when they make guys lay there forever. You know, that was part of, at one point, the most critical I was ever about the pipe bomb was how long poor John Cena had to lay there.
Just looking at him too, right?
Punk talked.
Well, he was just looking at him like there is moments where he's like on the ropes, just like, are you gonna shut up yet? I remember that.
I don't like it when you leave the baby face having to sell that long.
Yeah. And I think in Swerve's case, the Christian move was like, okay, we'll give him Christian right now, knowing full well Christian's not going to win. You know?
Dana won. Did she have a question? She said bye, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if we missed something that she wanted to.
No, I think Dana was saying,
thanks for stopping in.
I think Dana was talking to someone.
Oh,
okay. It looks like
Anthony Matthews.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what else we got? Alan's been watching a lot of Dark Side of the Ring.
I finished the 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Finished the 4 seasons on Hulu. And it's interesting to see some of my childhood, favorites went, and how bad it was.
Yeah.
And that's the crappy part about it is usually it's all bad. Nothing's ever a good story.
That's why it's called Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's not Dark Side of the Ring where it becomes Light Side of the Ring.
Yeah, well,
they're meant to be that way, man. They're hard. They're hard to watch.
Some of them.
Some are really hard to watch.
Yeah, some of them they try to make a story out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like which one?
All right, Pop is ready.
Okay. Go for it, Pop.
It's long.
I don't get 8 or 10-man matches. They don't work. Cody leaving AEW just started the shitty downturn. I think the other so-called vice president thought their shit don't shink, and fucking Tony thinks, oh, I can do it. This shit is easy. As much as we hate Vince now, Tony can't even hold Vince McMahon's piss bottle, and we're Vince's jock. And that jock has been and seen many girls.
Boy, babe.
What's up, CJ?
What's up,
this is recorded 2 weeks ago. We just happen to know exactly what everyone's going to say in the chat. So, and by the way, I heard through the grapevine, CJ, that it is your birthday. So, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Connor.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is he at this?
Yo, that shit was money, Papa. Well said. Preach.
Vince is into people holding his bottle. Actually,
No,
I think
Dwayne
Vince
the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, no, I think
pays
Vince,
extra for that, brother.
I think Vince wants people to hold his piss bottle while he's pissing. Where
he wants to use you as a piss bottle. Just be honest.
Oh man, we all know
Hold on. Pop. You got something, Pop?
What's up, Bub's World?
Hey, check this out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
What in the hell was that, Pop? What the hell was that?
That was pretty awesome and epic. That's what that was.
You
know what?
That was awesome.
I don't think it's fair that he's not allowed to defend himself. I'm going to send CJ the link just in case he wants.
Oh, brother, here we go. You know he's gonna turn this whole show around now.
I'm gonna leave if he comes on, but
I'm fucking gone.
You want it to be a comic
but
during
him
the
versus
takeover?
you is always fun. Is he? He really likes to give you the business.
It's always fun talking to CJ, getting on his
He
nerves.
can't come on anyway.
Okay, so
sorry.
we're staying.
I guess
really
we're
gonna send him the link.
I guess we're having a show now. Poor CJ can't make it on.
Busy guy.
Well, it is his birthday, so he's probably has to go to the Chuck E. Cheese's. You know, after that performance that we just saw there, and just in time for Planet of the Apes too. It wasn't that awesome. Happy birthday to you.
Thing was creepy.
it was like old budget N64 Donkey Kong monkeys.
Yeah, my eyes are still watering from that.
Yeah.
Is it currently limited? Oh, so CJ has limited appearances.
But I do, you know.
Well, he's got a lot of personal stuff going on, so we're not going to give him the odds.
Back to the Dark Side of the Ring thing about the Sunny. Like, if you take a picture of her now and a picture of her when she first came into WWE, that's not the same person. I don't think it is.
No, she's definitely.
That's hard living, man.
She's weathered.
That's beyond hard living, bro.
She's weathered, bro.
Weathered? No.
Google her name and
I've done it. I've done it.
You know who really has changed? Now that you got that thought in my mind, have you seen the girl from Top Gun? The original Top Gun.
Oh,
Meg
I don't know her
Ryan?
name. No. The original Top Gun, not the.
No, Meg Ryan was in the.
No, yeah,
Not Meg
no,
Ryan.
but it was the other girl.
Tom Cruise's love interest.
Yeah.
I knew who you meant. I was just being a.
Yeah. She looks totally different.
Kelly McGillis.
Yeah, look her up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And you'll be like, "What the heck?"
Oh, that's hard living right there.
I don't even think that's hard living.
Well,
That's
Sonny isn't seeing sunny days lately.
Nah.
She's in prison and she needs to be there.
she's seeing hard days. That's what she's saying now.
Yeah.
She killed the guy, right? That's what she killed the family. didn't
An older lady actually. She ran over a senior citizen.
There's Kelly McGillis.
Yeah. And that's a better photo than what I've seen.
Yeah, it is.
Meanwhile, Tom Cruise is still rocking around like this.
Sounds
that's that Scientology money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard The Rock's part of that too, isn't he? So back to this whole AEW thing.
Oh man, we're gonna talk about AEW some more.
Oh wait, but there's one thing that I feel one person I feel bad for. Switchblade, Jay White.
Oh, I actually feel bad for the fans because they have to watch this trash. So
yeah, Jay White
is some weird pirate deal. I don't know. I don't know his gimmick.
He doesn't know.
I didn't watch him in Japan. I don't think he's that good. I like the other guy that's injured better, Juice Robinson. I liked him.
Juice has been out for a while too.
Yeah, he got injured.
Yeah. So, House of Black. They got this little feud going on with Edge, which is fine. What was that?
James.
What's up?
You read Papa Willie's last post?
No, I can't understand that. No comprende.
Were you saying something earlier though, James? Did you try to?
I might have been, but I think I was just saying about the sunny days, and then I said it under my breath and then laughed about it.
Well, guys, I got to get to bed pretty quick here. It's past 9. If you want to keep it going, I'm cool with it. I can pop off. Or Pop can end it.
I don't think we got a whole lot to go on.
We didn't really have an agenda tonight. So.
It wasn't.
There's not a lot going on. It really.
You know, we got a new member of the Bloodline. That's probably
Tamatonga. Yeah. When so they supposedly signed the guy I like. Where is he?
So here's where he's at. He's sitting in catering because they're worried he's gonna take Solo's thunder.
Whoa, justified.
Yeah, he should take it.
So they want Solo.
To be honest, I would book it as like keep Jacob in the sidelines, and then have when Jacob comes back, they do the turnsies on Solo, and then you have Solo go back with the Usos and Roman when he comes back.
Do you know who Jacob Fatu is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I think is, I was wrong because I thought Solo could do something. But now if you see him, if you look into the past like month and a half and you see him as the head of the Bloodline, it ain't good. And so, yeah, he needs to Jacob Fatu needs to come in and.
So here's what I think should do. If they're gonna make this
guys, I'm gonna take off. Have fun with the discussion.
Okay, Beckerman.
Later, brother.
As circumstances said, good night, old man.
Have a good night, Beckerman.
So here's my thing with Jacob Fatu. I think Jacob Fatu should be the what they should do is have him come in as the true leader, while Solo is kind of like doing his dirty work for the time being, kind of like save Solo, because right now Solo does not. He's an enforcer. He's not the leader.
Yeah, but what do you think Jacob is? Jacob is a way bigger enforcer and like.
But Jacob has the presence of being a leader, and then Hikuleo comes in too, because that's the other thing. Hikuleo's on his way.
So do you think he should be
his contract's up at the end of June or July?
No, his contract's up sooner rather than later, but he's going to show up. They're going to bring him in. So they bring Hikuleo. We got the Gods of Destiny already, so that's cool.
Dude, right? I can't wait to see G.O.D. versus the Usos. I was talking about that match, and my wife was like, who's G.O.D.? And then I started showing her. She's like, yo, those guys are freaking crazy.
Yeah, like, those guys.
Like,
or they could create
Islanders, you know?
They could create some kind of in facto Bullet Club because they got pretty much all the members now.
Well, yeah, but imagine they go after the other guy too. Crazy.
Well, I think. Do you think? No, you were saying have Jacob come in as the leader. Does that mean the leader even when Roman was there?
No. I think he was the guy that there was that Solo was kind of like in contact with or some crap like that, right? So behind the scenes, he told Solo, "Hey, do this, do that, do this," and then be revealed as the true leader. Because right now, that's what their worry is. Their worry is that he shows up and he's going to take all of Solo's fire. And that's not going to look good on Solo because Solo will end up taking another back seat and it's not going to work. So instead, have him be, someone that Solo's been talking to and Solo's kind of like his henchman. And then he shows up on like a major card and being the true leader.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that would work better than just bringing him in as part of the bloodline.
Because they brought him to be part of a bloodline. There's no denying he's in this faction, but they need him. And yeah, I think Roman's going to show up much later. I think Roman's going to be gone for a while. We're not going to see Roman all year.
Survivor Series. I think he'll be back Survivor Series
for War Games.
Yeah, I think Survivor Series Roman will return for something.
War Games will be sick, man. Bloodline Civil War.
Yeah. Because what it looks
new people or like returning people.
Yeah, so what it's looking like they're trying to do is they're trying to get Jimmy. They beat up on Jimmy, let him recover because he's injured. He comes back. Jay kind of like brings him back, and then Roman also comes back. But the thing is, Roman has not been kicked out as of yet, so he's still the bloodline leader.
Well, Roman never wanted Jimmy kicked out.
No.
So.
Yeah, but the whole Jay situation is part of it now. Because Jay's still part of it in some way.
Well, yeah, because you're never out. It's your blood.
Yeah. And the other way they could look at it is, because we're going to have to factor in The Rock sooner or later, right? So he's going to get factored in somehow.
Unfortunately.
He could be the same scenario. Instead of with Jacob Fatu, it's The Rock. So who knows? Anyway, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Well, Papa wants to twist it up, or end it. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. Hey, James, what you got going on, bro?
This week nothing. Next week I might be on some comic auctions. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Izzy normally does his Monday nights. He starts off the Monday night lineup. Check him out on his channel. Great content over there. Papa, you got anything going on?
Thank you for the plug.
You're welcome, bro. I tried the best I could.
I know. The minute you said that he starts the Monday night lineup, oh, that's me. Yeah, this Monday we're definitely gonna have a show. I didn't do one because I'm recovering from a cold that I had during the weekend, which I kind of still have. But we're gonna have a great show. Then I'm gonna also be at Roscoe's channel, so we're gonna be doing some sketching over there. So I'm gonna be pulling double duty, and I think Esfon is gonna have an open stream too. So who knows what the day is gonna look like? So we might have a fun Monday night this week. So be on the lookout for that one. Also be on the lookout for the short box video that we got a nice little list getting ready for Saturday.
Nice. Mm-hmm. What you got going on, Papa?
Thinks and gaming, and back here next week.
Nice.
That's right. Next week, Thursday night, and of course the Hucklebuck every Tuesday. Check it out on the Common Viking channel with me and Beckerman. But take us home, Papa. See y'all. Thanks for hanging out.
What is the biggest ick?
People like wrestling.
You can suck my